Oh, you dirty bitch. I can't hear you. Hold on, let me make sure my shit right. Oh. Thank God I got the last pick of the damn. In the damn round, trying to connect. Dawg, don't do me like that. That's fucked up. VPN connect. All right, baby, it's telling me that we drafting. Oh shit, boy. Somebody took Jamar Chase first overall. Welcome to Give Me Some Headlines, Season 3, Episode 97. This is your dog, P. Henry Trotter the Fourth, a.k.a. Home Run Trot, a.k.a. Sneezy P, because I bless these hoes. And this is relevant because I chew. You right. I still can't hear you, but let me make sure my headphones in here. I can't. Nah. Somebody took Justin Jefferson second overall. This is the fantasy football.
You still can't hear me, nigga?
I can hear you now. Yes, sir. We in there.
I'm about to say what the fuck going on.
We in there now. What it do, man?
Nigga just saw me pantomime and sneeze one time.
And this is a Spike P joint, in case you didn't know. What we have is people going crazy already in this draft, man. We got Jamar Chase coming off the board first. We got Justin Jefferson coming second. Patrick Mahomes went third. Christian McCaffrey went fourth. Travis Kelce went fifth. I'm sitting down here with Austin Eckler went sixth. I'm sitting down here with the 10th pick. This is a 10-team league, so I get to go back to back. I don't know what this league doing, man. So what I'm going to do is I was going to play the hero running back role. I may be able to get Tyreek Hill and Nick Chubb back to back. If nobody...
I mean, if you're going back to back, who's going to stop you from picking whoever you want to second?
Him or AJ Brown and a combination of Nick Chubb playing the hero. Oh man, Bijan Robinson fell to me. I lied. I'm taking AJ Brown.
This guy, you actually, love that cat.
I'm drafting him, and then I go AJ Brown. So I went Bijan Robinson with the 10th pick, and then
you can hear me good with this mic location right here.
I can. Yep.
Man, can I drop a doctor monologue on your forehead?
Go ahead with it. We here for it.
This your dog. C.O.D. the ramen. Coming at you live in effect. Waxing poetic. By that beautiful game of football. College football, a timeless tradition that brings people together in a way that few other things can. It's more than just a sport. It's a cultural phenomenon, a source of pride, and a testament to the power of community. When you think of college football, you can't help but conjure images of crisp autumn Saturdays, the air filled with the scent of tailgate barbecues and the sound of marching bands. It's a sensory experience like no other, one that evokes nostalgia and excitement in equal measure. But college football is more than just a game played on a field. It's a microcosm of our society, a reflection of our values, and a platform for young athletes to showcase their talent and determination. It's where dreams are born and legends are made. The rivalries in college football are legendary, spanning generations and defining regions. Whether it's the Iron Bowl between Auburn and Alabama, the Red River rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma, or the historic matchups in the Big Ten. These games are etched in the annals of sports history. And let's not forget the pageantry. From the iconic dotting of the I at Ohio State to the War Eagle cry at Auburn, each school brings its unique traditions and rituals to the game. The colors, mascots, and fight songs create an atmosphere that is electric and unparalleled. College football is not without its controversies and debates. Questions about amateurism, player compensation, and the impact of academics continue to swirl. Yet in the midst of these discussions, the passion of the fans remains unwavering. In the end, college football is a tapestry of stories, emotions, and moments that define generations. It's the roar of the crowd, the Hail Mary passes, and the underdog triumphs. It's the lessons learned on and off the field, the friendships forged, and the pride of wearing your school's colors. So, as we gather in stadiums across the nation, as we paint our faces, as we cheer for our alma maters, let's remember that college football is more than a game. It's a celebration of tradition, a showcase of talent, and a testimony to the enduring spirit of competition and camaraderie. It's college football, and is woven into the very fabric of our American identity. You feel me? Now I'm right back to Ian Ryman. You feel me? Real hood nigga shit, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Your dog be writing and waxing poetic. You feel me?
Yeah. Somebody took Jalen Hurts 21st, man. I'm upset. I ain't even gonna front. You
get a chance to listen to that track, bye?
I did, man. I did. It was fire.
That nigga you being my monster, ain't he?
He is. He really is. I was about to say that's that. I was like, I recognized that beat. I was like, I ain't even mad at it. Buddy went in.
Bro, we done came up with the name for the duo, cuz. You ready for this shit?
Okay. Talk to me.
I'm a Libra, you feel me?
Yeah.
Birthstone for the Libra is that it's a sapphire that got a special name because there's multiple stones in each one depending on what you want to go with. You feel what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Birthstone for the Scorpio in November for my dog is like this opal. Now, I'm trying to think of how to describe. The best way I could describe it is the color of mine is Sonic and the color of my dog's is Knuckles. So we Sonic and Knuckles, bro. We out here just trying to get these coins, man. You feel me? The first take gonna be called 6 Rings, man. Coming for y'all nigga 2024. We on y'all head top.
I love
Sonic and Knuckles 6 Rings. And we both dreaded on you fuck nigga. You feel me? My dog, black and Puerto Rican. Me, I'm just native to the land we sit on.
Yeah.
Call it what you want to. Melanated King. More. Fez community. You feel me? They tell you about them George Washington quotes. They don't tell you about them ones that involve the feds and getting the Moor to remove his fez. Mm-hmm. He asked me what race I am. I tell him Al Moroccan. You said American? I said same, different. You feel me?
That's where I beat it. That is not who I wanted. Stop.
Long hiatus. Talk to us about this draft, man. This is a GSA draft episode, man.
Yeah, man. And they making me work for it today. I'm telling you. I ain't lying to you. But once you come back around
2
to me,
y'all. I'm dealing with fast issues. I gotta eat there.
Once it come back around to me, I'm going DK Metcalf, Lamar Jackson back to back.
But I just realized people be doing that mukbang. I need to stop covering my mouth. People like to see you eat on the internet.
They really do. It's a whole genre of internet videos.
I hip y'all, your boy eating some ramen, but it's like I made ramen. It's not a pack of ramen. Now, you know, I ain't even gonna talk no more because it's gonna seem hoity-toity. But your nigga having some ramen with some boiled eggs. You feel me?
We taking DK
because I can't eat meat or sweets right now. You
Lamar
feel
Jackson
me?
Like I want it.
Real Daniel fast things. You feel me? Shouts out my boy, that white boy name, Franklin Jansen. I started to call that nigga Henley Jansen. That's somebody. I don't know who it is, but that's somebody. But you not responding every time I eat. You just letting the camera sit on me, and I feel like it's on purpose. You slick your hair. You a dirt man. That nigga just let this sit. I'm sitting. I look up and I'm just sitting now. Looking like Shannon Sharp, a whole ass Bronco. He played for the Broncos, but I was actually saying that nigga looked like a horse. For anybody out there who don't know, a Bronco is a horse. I wasn't talking about a football team. I could have said CD Lamb. That nigga don't look like a lamb. That nigga look like a horse.
And it's also a getaway car.
You feel me? It's crazy that they brought the Bronco back soon as that man got out of jail. How you cancel it because of him and bring it back when he get out of jail?
That's when they brought it back once he got out.
Mm-hmm.
That's not funny.
The first new one was like a 2017.
Okay.
I think that's right around the time he had got out.
That's right, because he been out. Yeah, he been out for a little minute now.
Mm-hmm. He'd have never went in had he not been set up.
Tell me more. These are things I'm unaware of.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay, so OJ went to jail for stealing back memorabilia of his.
That's what I remember.
And he was flat out set up. People he knew and were close to told him to go to a specific hotel room number, gave him the room key, and told him to go there to get his things. And you know how people will buy, like I think somebody bought one of Robert Horry championship rings at a charity auction and gave it back to him.
Oh, wow.
So this is not an uncommon practice for people who really love you to buy your memorabilia and use it as an opportunity to meet you and wax poetic about what your career meant to them, and then they give it to you as a gift, as a symbol, even though they're like, hey, if you want to sell it again for charity, that's on you, but I want you to have it because this is what that championship meant to me. It was the first season I'd ever went to with my dad. You know, all that kind of stuff. So long story short, he was told to go there to get his memorabilia. All he did was go get this shit. It became a crime when they said he stole it. OJ didn't run into a hotel room with a ski mask and a gun and rob niggas for his memorabilia. He went somewhere he was told to go and took something that he was told to get, and the people whose it was said that he didn't have his permission to get it. It was that simple. And he couldn't prove that he was told to go get it. Because the people who told him to go get it, it wasn't they shit. So it's irrelevant that they told you to go get that. That's just like somebody telling you, hey, these people gonna be out of town and they got a safe in the basement. You know what I'm saying? They can just say, you asked them where your stuff was and they told you where your stuff was. You went to go take it. And it's believed murderer's word versus a bunch of regular people to the jury's eyes. But that's why he went to jail. He didn't do shit. He wrote that If I Did It book and it pissed people off, so they set him up. They've been trying to set that nigga up for years, and that was the one that got him.
I was obviously acquitted the first time. And I'm sure people were like, yeah, bro, it's people taking dab and cook it in the fifth round. Man, I'm finna win this league. GSH Cowboys winning this league.
Like the worst part is people who believe he murdered the old girl running around saying, good, I'm glad he went to jail. And I'm like, a man went to jail in his 60s because he was told to go get his memorabilia. That'd be like somebody buying Reggie Bush Heisman that he had to give back and telling him to go get it when he's 65, and then they arrest fucking Reggie Bush for stealing his own Heisman. That's exactly what the fuck happened. I don't give a fuck what you think of his court case. Innocent till proven guilty. Bitch, the 12 people who opinion mattered said that nigga was not guilty. Fuck all the millions of opinions that dissent from him. You won the jury of his peers. Y'all far from being that nigga peers. Yeah. And anybody who actually look at the evidence have the stronger belief that his son did the shit. It would explain why his son had a lawyer before he did. It would explain why you go on a run and take them on a chase so that the person who actually needs to escape has time to while all the attention is on you.
Oh.
The person with a history of mental health issues, military background, where he used the exact type of weapon that was used to kill Nicole Simpson and that other sucker motherfucker. I don't say his name. He don't get to get famous. He wasn't fucking the juice. That nigga was trying to get some of the squeeze. He a whole nigga, you feel me? Shouts out to OJ, man. And I'm cool with whoever I piss off feeling like that.
I feel like you good with it. You won't be tripping off of people who, like you said, you cool with people saying whatever they gotta say. You stand on what you believe in.
They give me that you need to leave energy. I be like, okay, my bad. I'll let y'all like stay up, man. I dap everybody up on the way out whilst fucking right off. See what I'm saying?
There was a player that I was trying to get there we go. I didn't see him. I took him. Nah. I got flustered. That's the gist of that. But I never knew that. I never knew the story behind like OJ going to grab some stuff that had already belonged to him, and things ended up not going the way. Yeah, whoever told him to go grab that, didn't own what he went to go grab.
Yeah, he got set up. I like Carrie Hilson, her beautiful ass. You know, she got set up too. You ain't peep, cuz? That whole Beyonce beef was contrived. Her producers and writers set up because they were beefing with Beyonce. She didn't even write the shit that was supposedly taken as an underhanded jab that started everything. She was just next person used as a prop for Beyonce to be beefing with to remove all competition. Took out Marie, took her out, took out Sierra. The fact that Sierra dropped If I Were a Boy as a ballad and Beyonce came right behind her with Like a Boy, that shit blew my mind.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want no beef with the Beehive, but like you said, I speak my truth. The amount of first follower shit she do and then get credit for leading because she bigger than everybody she follow, disgusting. Like this gonna sound ridiculous. But do you know how fucking mad it made me when she started making fucking music, bruh?
Beyonce?
She was all ballads and love stories and all this bullshit right up until Kelly Rowland had a #1 with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Beyonce is fucking the beach and humping the ground while the water splash her ass cheeks, bruh. Riding all on that surfboard. The very next year, bruh. She ain't even let that bitch album drop before she switched up her whole movement. Talking about after, not even after the first baby, after the twins is now you a sex pot, and it's all about fucking and riding dick. 10 years into marriage, that's when you switched it up. It ain't got shit to do with Kelly having a #1, switching the image up and doing something Destiny's Child never did. It ain't had shit to do with that, right? It's too many fucking coincidences, bruh. I get sick of this shit.
Because I remember you feeling very strongly even about Kelly Rowland making that move. You like, she in her 30s. What you doing? Now you it's the sex revolution.
You go put some little B cup silicones in them. Nobody want them. Nobody want that pussy now. The song will fire, but don't nobody want that pussy now. It's I feel like as a consumer of entertainment, it's disrespectful for these women to be on their second divorce, third child, and now they want to show them old ass titties to the public. Nah, keep that shit in house. We don't want it. Keep that shit in house. Yeah. And that go for anybody. I don't give a fuck if you offended. Understand, opinion like an asshole. Everybody has one and they all stink. Mine's included, yours especially. So if you don't like what I say, guess what? Don't live your life based off of the fuck shit that come out of my mouth, because you don't have to. Fuck what I'm talking about. That's the gift of being you. But as far as me, man, don't hey, we want to see them tater tots. We don't want to see no sloppy yabos. You feel what I'm saying? We want to see them when they point at the sky and at Jesus, not when they shot the hell. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't have to bring God into it. That was very ridiculous. But I said what I said.
That was ridiculous. Ah, my side hurting.
That nigga Cisco said, "Ooh, that thing so devilish." I don't think that's what he meant though. Hey, right after I piss him off, you think I should give him a preview of the music? How far we is from our next pick?
When they get the 27, 8-ish on up. And I'm a married man, so that is also a fact.
Oh, you a crazy person, I meant how far are we from our next draft pick?
Oh, I didn't hear. I didn't hear
tell on yourself. I figured you did. That's why I had to clarify for you. Said some crazy cupcakes out there, bitch.
I'm two picks away, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna take Jonathan Taylor or not, because people really sleeping on our guy, and I think I should take him.
I want to preview him that UBM, a little sample of that UBMer after we go through our next round robin pick. That cool with you, G?
Yeah.
My dog say he ready. He said, yeah, all that album shit cool, but nigga, we could drop some singles and shit. I said, that's a bad fuck it, bro. Let's get the registration done. Let's go ahead and go at it. So we about to go ahead and start dropping with bruh, and we gonna see the efficacy of that method. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then we be like, fuck it, but fuck all these albums. We just gonna start dropping singles too then. But we putting together Sonic and Knuckles 6 rings, and then we go put together a joint. But yeah, but I'm excited about that bit, bro. This is straight ass conversation on Wax this week. I'm hoping you fucking with the vibe. This is real fantasy draft type shit, though, right? Conversation could go anywhere.
Very.
From OJ to sloppy jobs to dirty jobs. You feel me?
Let me get that.
Hey man, the way kids ask questions, funny as shit, bro. Like, it could be like, "Hey, uncle, do you smell that?"
Oh,
and then you be like, Nigga, is the house filling with gas? We about to die. Like, you should have asked that in a panic. You feel me? They ask crazy shit, calm as fuck, and then they panic about shit that do not matter. Uncle Dave, can you come watch me do a cartwheel? Nigga, when you smelt gas, you was calm as a whistle. You feel me? If I woke up out here and watch that cartwheel, the house gonna blow up though. Kids is hilarious, dog. That's what all that. For the record, the gas situation was the first thing that came to mind. That was not the situation where something silly was going on, and he said it calmly. If you want the actual example, he walked past and was like, "It's a fire in the kitchen." And it's because he a kid. And you know, kids have only seen the shit they seen. That nigga been in all electric houses. He seen a gas stove and was like, y'all know y'all stove on fire. Hey dog, I'm making some tea. That's all that's going on. But if you thought the house was on fire, you was calm as hell about it. I rock with you for that, my G. You feel me? You my few for real. You my few if you anybody nephew. You did? He said, yeah, man, the kitchen on fire. I ran in the kitchen. I said, what the fuck? And then I walked him back there. He was like, right there. You don't see that fire? Coming right out the stove. I said, okay, it is. You got me.
Fair point.
Yeah, I'm bullshitting. The kitchen is on fire. It's a controlled one, but it is on fire, technically. You feel me? If somebody tried to argue with you about that, do them like you did me, because you are correct. Yes, man. Oh, man. That was a good time, boy. We was outside in the front yard cartwheeling for 10 minutes, man. And without, like, kids special, man. Because without nephews, nieces, because I ain't got no young one. So without nephews and nieces, you know how long it would have been since I spent 10 minutes cartwheeling in the front yard? I have never done that in life and it not been fun and just, I don't know what about it is Dave Chappelle, but I'm just laughing and giggling the whole time like something funny. Nothing's funny, but I'm just out there tripping and falling, trying to do one-handed cartwheels. I'm like, yo, it's been years since I did this. And it had been years since I kicked it with my nephew, though. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, though, man. Them jokers be springing up, man. Them jokers be springing up.
That's for damn sure.
Had a good ass time, though, man. Had a good ass time.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, pro tip for all adults who love Transformers. If your niece or nephew or kid give you a Transformer, ask them if it transformed. Don't be breaking their goddamn toys. I didn't break it. I asked. But it's because I was like, oh, this the one that turned into a... I said, do this transform? He's like, oh, no, not that one. This one do. I was like, okay, bet. Let me see how fast you can morph that one. He's like, don't you? Hey, I turned you into an airplane, fly your ass right to the moon one time. Little man was not playing about that Gundam wing, boy. That's a good time.
We taking David and Joku as our tight end. One, we up again. Trying.
And your internet kicking your ass. And I done made the screen small. So I can't even really see what's going on with the draft. So that's why I ain't been talking about it at all. Yeah. Let me get a... My bad, go ahead. You back now, I can hear you.
Nah, yeah. I took Jahan Dotson. So I took David and Joku at 90 and then Jahan Dotson at 91. Took Jahan above his ADP, which is average draft position. His ADP is 87. So we'll go ahead and take him at that spot. I wanted Miles Sanders, man, because we need at least one more running back. We got
and for the audio cast who may be listening and thinking, this the wildest fucking fantasy football flag fiesta I have ever heard. Them niggas ain't said shit about football or no players. I ain't got no advice to none of that. You're welcome. And welcome to Conversations on Wax. But just to give you a little bit of back-to-back fact, a little bit of our roster, we got Jay Dotson, have no idea what his first name is. D Swift, I'm guessing DeAndre. D London, never heard of him. D Joku. Also thought he was a boxer. Jonathan Taylor, who is very disgruntled, and I'm worried about that pick. Bobby Robertson, tell me he a bobbert. What's his name?
Bijan, man.
Bijan Robinson. Then we got C. Watson. Never heard of him. No relation. DK Metcalf, Aaron Brown, and Lelucius Jackson. Fantasy football experts. Come to Conversations on Wax for all your fantasy football needs. You feel me? Bro. You feel me? Man, hey. It's paper chasing, not paper stacking. I said, what? Is it paper stacking or paper chasing? To this day, I don't know which one it actually is. I'm pretty sure I just fucked it up. Is it paper stacking or paper chasing?
It's paper stacking, man.
Okay.
It's paper stacking. I'll never forget it. Never forget it.
I just said it ass backward. That boy out there paper stacking. That makes sense. I guess you rather stack it than chase it.
Just chase it. Yeah. I never forget that. That was some funny shit, bro.
He
did not appreciate folks getting his name wrong. It's paper. Man, shout out to that paper chasing.
That make even more. Man. That make even more sense because he wasn't young chasing. He was exactly. I'm not young chasing. I'm young stacks.
Young stacks. You got it. You get it.
We are the two remaining members. But in every way, that nigga is the original member of Purple Haze, bro. And I never shot him. I never shot him on where he play out in my legacy, bro. We take this shit to the moon and sell 100 million records. When I tell the story, it will start recording in his fucking dorm room, bro. Shouts out to motherfucking Lou Doss, aka Young Stacks. The most shystiest nigga who is... He the most honest, shystiest nigga I've ever met in my life. Like... He look you right in your face and tell you about how shiesty he gonna be when you can't see business. He like, when you ain't around, but I'm be on some fuck shit, but you my dog. And I'm like, boy, like, that nigga go at you a bitch. That nigga had no shame. And he'll square up with you about it and then still be your friend afterwards. Cause he was gonna be him.
Being heard again.
Yeah, I can hear you again. You feel me? That one thing I've always respected as the nigga who it take a lot for me to get to where we gonna square up. For the niggas I've had to square up with and we was cool afterwards, I love them as much as I love anybody, bro. Kind of be straightforward. I ain't really lost too many fights that wasn't to Donald, Bo. You know what I'm saying? Big brother, you feel me? I ain't lost too many fights that wasn't the blood. And to be honest with you, I believe it's because I'm not willing to go as far. Everyone who I don't have boundaries to the level of damage I'm willing to inflict, they don't ever really come out on top.
Yeah.
Because I've never been in a situation where I wanted to fight. So if you forced me into this, it is my entire desire to create a life for you where you never choose this again for you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to win a fight. I'm trying to either remove your ability to or desire to ever fight again. That's what I'm about. Like, I swear to God. I want you to not be able to walk correctly. You feel me? Like, we gonna have problems. You put your hands on the only vessel God gave me. I get one of these bitches. And I had the dumbass idea to run into other human beings full speed for a decade. So all the damage I'm willing to do to it has been done. Damage the vessel God gave me and see what happens. I promise you, he built me for destruction. And I spend every day trying to live a different truth. You feel me? P, am I lying? Hey. Don't nothing make me happier than somebody running at somebody that don't have no business fighting. Cause I get to go beat their ass and everybody gonna say I was right for doing it. Good God. Ain't nothing sweeter than a hero's welcome. I'm talking about that's on your chest. Oh, keep hitting it? Yeah, oh, you feel me? I talked to my big brother a couple hours ago. That nigga said, yeah, man, you probably 20, 25 years deep on like, you gotta have one of the strongest hearts I know. I said, I am a lover. He said, nah, bro. For a nigga to have the anger issues that you do and for you to still be walking around thinking, yeah, you married a little bit. But nigga,
you do that. You angry. You angry as shit.
I was like, but I eat right, cuz.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? I'm heart healthy. And I eat a lot of watermelon. I eat good blood flow. I read books for my food, nigga. I'm a long ass angry life. Fuck y'all talking about. Long ass angry life, nigga. Fuck you, tell that.
Right,
personality wise, it made way more sense for him to be Sonic and me to be Knuckles. I'm much more of a Knuckles type nigga. Go ahead.
I really like Elijah Moore, but I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna take. This stinks. I kind of want a Jaylen Warren. I'm gonna let Jaylen Warren go. I want to take him.
Deshaun Watson gonna play out of his mind this year. Do with that information what you will.
I know.
You banked on Nasty, man, in the predictions last week.
I did. But the thing is, I want to back up.
You cut out, but if you can hear me, interrupt me when you come back in, and I just stop talking. That's how you know I can hear you. Deshaun Watson will be throwing for 5,000 yards this year. Nasty Man is on the prowl.
Yeah. And I didn't get Amari.
It's Amari. I ain't drafted Amari since that bitch got hurt the first game of the year. Cause I had wanted to draft him every year I've ever played fantasy football. The one year I drafted him, that bitch got hurt game 1 or 2 and didn't come back. I said, fuck you. Amari Coop.
Oh, Coop, yeah. Coop do be wilding out. I ain't gonna stunt. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Oh, Ninja Turtle face ass nigga. Nigga, look, click on that nigga if you see a name somewhere. Show the people what that nigga look like, man. That nigga look just like a Ninja Turtle.
Somebody scooped him. Hold up. Let me see if I can pick it. Go look at it.
Hold up. Your pick coming in 33. You picked 10, so you already jet pick, ain't it?
I picked back to back. Yeah, I got. It's how many? 12 picks into my turn, so I can go look for them. Hold on, let me go see.
Why people acting like Juju not about to be getting every ball that go outside thrown his way in New England? Is Juju still available?
Because it's not sexy. Yeah, he right there.
Yeah, it's definitely not sexy, but I'm pretty sure he gonna have a great year. His TDs may be low because not Pat. What's your boy from Alabama? Mac Jones.
Which one? Receiver?
He not a big red zone TD guy, and I don't see chunk plays from the Patriots this year. I don't see chunk plays coming in front of them guys.
No.
What's the name of their old coordinator? They went back to old boy from Alabama, right? That nigga Pete Egan. I believe because the Patriots wanted to hire him last year, but he didn't want to undercut belly necks, so he told him he'd wait a year before he got him. New England's offensive coordinator is none other than... Ain't no one here. It is not Sean McVay.
Josh McDaniel.
Nah, it ain't. That nigga the head coach of the Raiders.
What? He got another head job?
That bitch did get fired, didn't he? Oh no, he got fired from the Broncos when he was cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was when Shannon Sharp was back on the Broncos, which is funny as fuck. Cause he went to the Ravens and then went back for a year. And hold up. Nah, I don't know who the fuck the offensive coordinator. It ain't Charlie Weiss, but it's a guy from the old regime.
I could have sworn it was. He coached the Texans.
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, that's him. You got it.
Ray. Oh, I almost said something crazy. Yeah, it ain't crazy if it's true. The nigga who started the dominoes on Deshaun Watson when he demanded a trade after they traded the best receiver in the league, and he still led the league in passing yards, and everybody said, but he's a loser. He like, look what the fuck I'm working with. Trade me, cuz. He immediately have a scandal, and the lawyer is next door neighbors with the owner of the motherfucking Texans. The fact that nobody would call a spade on the Deshaun Watson quote unquote scandal. The fact that somebody who plays football for a living and has missed whole seasons with injuries likes massages. Like, all of that shit was just flat out fucking crazy, bruh. It was crazy to me. They assassinated that man's whole character because he refused to just keep playing for a horrible fucking team that didn't actually want to win. He's like, ain't no way in hell y'all gonna get me with the number 1 overall pick because y'all suck and just keep fucking sucking and force me to stay here. Go get another nigga for a decade. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see what it was gonna cost to keep him. The wildest part is people acting like he didn't deserve that money. Like he won 10 points up on the guy they've anointed as the best quarterback in the league with a terrible fucking roster and a terrible coach, Bill O'Brien. He was 10 points up on Patty Mahomes headed into that first Super Bowl that Patrick Mahomes won. So if he could have them down by double digits, he could have won the games they won to win that Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him and D-Hop should be champions if Bill O'Brien wasn't their coach. And he was just their offensive coordinator. So said all that to say Mac Jones gonna be going out with Juju cause he trying to prove that not only is he a winner now that he went and got the Super Bowl with the Chiefs, but he a top flight receiver. He not, but he gonna be trying to prove it. And I think he gonna get Jarvis Landry numbers. 100 catcher type shit. And that's another thing. To circle back to motherfucking ABZ, cuz. He said, it bothers me that I feel like y'all about to try to get me to take a pay cut so that y'all can keep Juju when y'all been awarding this nigga all year and treating him like he gonna become the number 1 in my place when the only reason he's shining is because I'm getting the coverages I'm getting. This is still my team. And then they gave Juju Offensive Player of the Year, ousted AB, and had to let Juju walk the next year. Nothing AB has said has been crazy until he stopped playing football. Then there's a lot of crazy shit that went on. But everything football related has been gospel with ABG. They was trying to do him like they did Miles Sanders, like they did Plaxico. Treat it like it was them and not the receiver, which it really has to be. Because them niggas up there will develop the fuck out of receiver. They're the only organization that has proved this them and not the receiver. Because they develop a motherfucker so good, they stay good when they leave. But they demand so much money, any team that get one and don't win the Super Bowl don't keep it. Only reason Plaxico got paid is because the Giants won that Super Bowl. The only reason Sanders got paid is because they went and won that Super Bowl with the Broncos. You feel what I'm saying? And he ended up getting traded. Because they ain't want to keep that contract on their books. Like, that's really how they move, though. We're going to develop you and then get you up out of here. You welcome for the career is how they treat it. Nah, that might be the only organization I can't blame them niggas. They saved Minkah Fitzpatrick's career.
Yeah, they really did.
Mike Tomlin, one of the best coaches in the NFL from a player development standpoint, and it ain't close. You can't give him a bad roster because you can't give him a bad character human being. He gonna go character first and then develop and teach him whatever else he need him to know, bro. He one of the best coaches of players in the game, period. And that's why he never had a losing season.
Yeah, which is a crazy stat. That's a crazy stat.
Belichick
Like,
3-11
yeah.
in seasons without Tom Brady making the playoffs. You can talk about never having a losing record. That nigga is 7 times more likely to miss the playoffs than make it without Tom Brady. And if you want to say don't count the Browns years, he 1-3 since Tom Brady left New England. This the 4th. So it's about to drop to 25 from 33 if he don't figure it out this year. And Aaron Rodgers came to the division. Good luck. Aaron Rodgers, Tua, and that boy out there on the Bills, Josh Allen, no relation? Shit. That nigga finna be on the hot seat next year. Put that on everything that Bill Belichick get fired before 2025.
You think so?
I hope so.
They gonna let him resign.
I hope they fire him a year before they should, like he be releasing players. Keep that same energy. You can't do that shit to Tom and then think your old fuck ass is over that. Tom can't not be above it, but you is. Get out my fucking office. When at every point that a coach got a higher paid contract than you, I renegotiated your contract so that you was the highest paid executive and coach, and forced everybody else, quote unquote, because it's a salary cap sport, to take a pay cut. He is the walking, living manifestation of the antithesis of a general never dresses warmer than his troops. He has always been about dressing warmer than his fucking troops, being treated better, getting more credit, and them not having the stature and respect that he do. Get Bill Belichick the fuck out of here. And see if somebody else give him an opportunity to prove it was him and not Tom, so that he could prove to the world it wasn't him. That's what I want to happen. Take that star off his chest so that he have to prove it's not him like Tom did, and let's watch him not fucking do it. That's what I would like.
Yeah.
Fuck
that
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, they always.
Because I be saying crazy shit, but the universe really be giving me an opportunity to do a lot of wild shit. Like when I come up with some shit, the universe be like, all right, let's go see how it play out. And I be like, oh shit. I be looking up at the sky like, you know I ain't die when I did it, when I pictured it, right? And then I just run into the situation full speed. I be like, I asked for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One time I had pussed out though, I ain't even gonna lie, and I think I told you about this shit, but I ain't talked to the audience, and we keeping it honest. It had been a minute since I had fucked me a little bitch in the whip, man, and I was like, why not? I still got get on my why shit type shit. But sure enough, shit you not a full week past that I was sliding around with it a little bit, and she was like, pull into the parking garage. I was like, what? I immediately became the bitch. I was like, oh, I already know I ain't gonna be able to pull the trigger. And sure enough, bro, right when we went to the spot we tried to get to, the last thing we seen is what, my nigga? Security! The last thing we seen when we got the shouty flow was the fucking United Security. You know them niggas that be in Atlanta, them fucking the little truck. And when I'm talking about that nigga stared at my whole face as I drove past, it was like some shit out of a movie. I was like, I know this fat ass nigga finna do a lap in that stinking ass cart. I know he finna do a lap if he don't see me drive back out of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's one of them type of things like, oh, I don't recognize this one type niggas, man. But yeah, man. So we post up. We blow a little blunt or whatever, and sure enough, his ass come ticking it fuck ass around the corner. And I'm like, yeah, it was a good decision. The funniest thing is to watch motherfuckers who ladies talk about, cause like this the funniest thing, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a confession for the audio cast. A lot of the shit I be complaining about be on the half of the audience, y'all. We made an agreement a long time ago that I'm the asshole, and hopefully only the people that see this episode will have that third wall broken. But we made a decision for me to just be the asshole and he get to be the nice guy because it's closer to our natural personalities anyway. I will be honest about that. But a lot of that go over the deep end shit is my role on the show. With that being said, bruh, it's so funny to have to come on this motherfucker and argue on behalf of shit I don't deal with. Like when niggas be talking about, man, if a bitch don't come in the house and just clean up if shit dirty, wash your clothes if they dirty, I don't want them. And this and that. And niggas arguing in the comment, women talking about some, well, you need a mama, you needed this, you needed that. The shit have me so fucking like, I be laughing so hard because I was like, you never have to ask a woman who like you to do any of that shit. Y'all niggas do a whole lot of dating people who don't actually like y'all out there. And for men, I'd simply say it's okay to like women who, I don't want to say out of your league. It's okay to like women who don't actually like you. To pursue them. To try and convince them to date you. And then bitch because they don't act like they like you. I think that's a fool's game. And any nigga who gets super rich and think that a certain caliber of woman is going to actually like them because they got a whole lot of money and you ain't put no personality behind that bitch, you ain't put no culture behind that bitch, no intelligence, no nothing that'll make a bitch actually like you. Well, we can't sit around sad for y'all niggas when a bit don't cooperate, because all the shit you bitching about they do without you having to ask them if they like you. Cause am I crazy, P?
Nah, not at all.
Please date somebody who actually like you. And they go for females too, because the 1% of niggas who have the option and pick of the litter, be real with yourself, shout. Especially for the ones who the mistress. If his main bitch way better than you, he fucking you because you not a headache. Any problems you give him immediately decrease your value. Stop bullshitting out here and be honest with yourself. I'm tripping. We done finished the draft. And that concludes this COD fantasy football flag the whole episode segment. You feel? But I tell any lies, P?
Nah.
If you a side bitch and you can look in the mirror and honestly tell yourself you not better than his main bitch, you are there because you provide him less problems than she do. How dare you start to give him problems? Break up with him. I'm glad I was able to do that whole rant in the third person. I don't want to get in no trouble out there, bitch.
We about to run down the good old the roster that we got in this GSH Cowboys fantasy football fantastic fun phenomenal draft.
And my dog just cut out again, and I'm gonna let him do this whole rundown. I'm gonna just not take it to a crazy place as he try to do this recap, because we sliding on into the tell me something good, and whenever he come back, I'm gonna hit him with a boom.
Yes, sir. I'm in here.
No, I'm saying whenever I can hear you, that's how I'm gonna let you know I can hear you. You just start talking to the audience is what I expected to happen.
Would you if you could?
Back to you, P. That's what I do. Once I can hear you, I'm gonna hit you with a back to you, P.
Yeah, man. And this week's tell me if you could.
Oh no, G! I thought you was gonna read them the team before you transition.
Yeah, I'm about to tell him something good. This roster we got.
This nigga told me he had a TSG. You motherfucker. Go ahead. If you could, I wish you would. Do me and the audience a favor now that we on the same Panahe, aka page, and tell us something good.
Yeah. At quarterback, we got the Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens starting quarterback. Starting at receiver, we got Jalen Hurts, number 1 target, AJ Brown. At the second receiver spot, we got Geno Smith's number 1 target, DK Metcalf. At the third receiver position, we have the number 1 receiver in Green Bay, Christian Watson. Then we have Atlanta's own Bijan Robinson coming straight up out of Austin, Texas.
Yeah, we got BJ Robinson coming straight up out of Austin, Texas, and we got Frederick Rose dealing with internet difficulties out in Houston, Texas. Back to you, P.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go DK Metcalf. I'm assuming that's why I cut out. If I
BJ Robinson.
Bijan Robinson. Coming into the second running back position, we got DeAndre Swift. Shout out to that UGA dog, now in Philadelphia. Then we have tight end David Njoku, who's going to be playing with the Nasty Man, who we believe is going to have a breakout season this year. At the flex position, we got Drake London, the number 1 option in Atlanta. Throwing to him will be Desmond Ridder. Hopefully this thing work out because I just don't know. We chose Jonathan Taylor because he's one of the best running backs in the league. He is, like my dog stated earlier, is very disgruntled with his front office right now. Wants a new deal, does not have a new deal. So we just gonna stash him and hope that when he come in, he's able to perform at a high level. So we got him on the bench.
G, I gotta interrupt, bro. We gotta make the Nasty Man t-shirts for Deshaun Watson and put them on brown shirts with white writing, poop emoji on the collarbone. You feel me? Write some shit on some of them that say some shit like 2 quarterbacks, 1 cup, shit like that. Just make you fit. We gotta make the Nasty Man t-shirts for the football season, bro. For everybody who want to make fun of the Browns, cause it's gonna be way more of them than Browns fans, bro. Them bitches gonna go viral. Nigga go to a opposing stadium, everybody showing up in the Nasty Man shirts, and we just do targeted ass to the cities he playing. We finna make M's the Nasty Man shirts. 2 quarterbacks, 1 butt. Yeah, Mr. Butt Cheeks. 2 QBs, 2 cheeks, 1 QB. That nigga the Nasty Man. If anybody can prove it. Tight shit. You feel me? Oh, Pete back. What it do, cuz? I ain't see you there. That nigga froze immediately, or he moved his finger from his chin. Okay, there he go.
Bruh. And I don't even want to give them I don't even want to give them no type of spotlight, but I feel a whole way about my internet service right now, y'all. I really do. I'm finna write them a letter. Like I really gotta write them a letter. This is incredible, and not incredible in a good way.
They made this day rather laborious for you,
man.
I had a good punchline that I didn't use that I was saving for the end of that segment, and it was are you ready for some Mondays? Nah, that wasn't it. You go ahead, I figured out.
At tight end, we got David. We already said we got Nasty Man's tight end, and then we got the number one target in Atlanta, Drake London. Boy is a beast. Hopefully Desmond Ridder can actually throw accurate passes in Atlanta this season. And I think I picked Atlanta to win the division against my better judgment. But no, I think I picked the Saints. I think I would never pick Atlanta to win. Then we got down to Jonathan Taylor, who is...
I would say fuck you, but I'm from Decatur, so...
Yeah. If the Decatur Dragons was in the league,
you feel me?
I'd show them some love, but can't show no love to the Atlanta Falcons. But I did pick 2 players from their team, so
it country nigga Saints fan, y'all. That's the only reason I'm tolerating it. Atlanta fans don't come for me. I just know why he don't support the Falcons. So why would I argue with that?
Yeah.
And they got a quarterback I love right now, so I'm fighting to not be a Saints fan this year.
You like Derek Carr?
Love him.
Yeah.
Always have.
Yeah.
And it's solely based off the way he played. It don't have shit to do with his personality. Cause niggas doubted the fuck out of him because of what happened with his brother.
With his brother.
And his brother got battered by a fucking startup franchise who didn't know how to take care of a franchise quarterback. He had just as much talent as his brother. And I just prayed they put an O-line in front of him. And they half-ass did that and then never gave him a top 10 defense in his entire career. You can't judge a quarterback's success if he never had a top 10 defense. That boy talented. Outside of and Aaron Rodgers is one of the people who shouted him out. Outside of Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, him and Matthew Stafford, 2 of the craziest arms in the league to me.
And bro, he got the tools. And people he's always been in situations where, like you said, he didn't have the correct pieces around him to make. He had idiots. I think he's never had the same system 2 years in a row or 3 years in a row, some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
And then his number one receiver, this is the case in Kansas City, but Darren Waller is a great target. But Darren Waller spent a lot of time hurt as well. And so you gotta take that into account. Yeah, he a tight end.
His number one receiver went to jail for killing somebody driving 100 and some miles an hour. Once they finally got him a true number one, they finally go and get Devontae Adams, and then they ship him out the next year. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So hopefully he gets some stability in New Orleans because, even with
Devontae Adams in college, he was good enough for you to draft him top 10. You never give him a Devontae Adams quality receiver. When you finally do, that guy, fair enough, it's not the Raiders' fault, is no longer there, and you never give him a good defense. How could you ever criticize that quarterback with the numbers he put up with no resources? No resources, bad defense.
Now he got a top 10. Now he got a top 10 defense
in a terrible fucking conference. He guaranteed 5 wins if he lose to anybody other than the Falcons more than once. He a clown. He shouldn't lose to the Panthers. He shouldn't lose to the Bucks. Baker should struggle his first year, but he should, when it comes to the Saints and the top 10 defense, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that division: Saints, Bucks, Falcons, Carolina.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Straight up. That pick Carolina traded away to get up to number 1 gonna be valuable as fuck. Is basically what I'm saying. I'm sure that bitch gonna be hot sauce. I hope it ain't top 3 protected.
I think they traded it with Chicago. No,
exactly. And I want that boy to get some old linemen, so they could use their first round pick to get an old lineman and use the other one to get an impact player. Because they be fucking it off and debating on whether or not they should do the things to make their quarterback successful. Then he be in the last year of his contract and they want to say he ain't proven it yet. NFL teams dumb as shit.
Well, you got guys who, the owners really don't, you know what I mean? They don't really know what they doing unless they really they really don't. This ain't.
You can tell they've never been in competition. The turnover lets you know they haven't been in competition because change ain't always the solution. If Bill Belichick had to deal with Rex Ryan for a decade, he'd have lost a lot more than he did in that division. But the Jets didn't give a guy 20 years. Put it like this. If the coaches that were on the Dolphins, Jets, and Bills were there for the same length of time that Bill Belichick was, the Patriots would not have had that success in that division.
No.
With the legislated equality of the draft and how the NFL sets that up, they would have learned his tendencies. They would have knew his idiosyncrasies inside and out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they'd have been able to game plan and out-call him. They'd have been in 50 4th and 1s with Bill Belichick and knew what type of defense he was going to call. They'd have been playing paper, scissors, rock. And it was literally, you're not better than me, I'm not better than you. It's just a matter of, did you throw paper when I threw scissors? But all of the turnover had people learning Bill Belichick every 4 years. The sheer amount of turnover lets you know that NFL owners and stuff are idiots. I'd never sign a nigga to a contract I ain't let him finish. I'd be damn if I pay you not to work. We hate him. Fire him. Y'all gonna pay that nigga not to work? Start the GoFundMe for the rest of the $29 million on their contract. We can get his ass out of here today. Y'all can hire the next nigga. That's where I'd be as an owner. Straight up, bruh. You gonna finish that contract unless you quit.
It's the last thing you do.
Yeah. Oh, you fucking terrible? Well, guess what? I'm gonna make it known to all the players. You gone after your contract, and everybody who contract longer than yours gonna treat it like what you say don't fucking matter. Cause you ain't got the power to trade nobody, dog. You interim coach. You guaranteed interim. You feel me? I'm looking for your replacement right now. That nigga somewhere in college. You feel me? That's how the NFL should be, bro. It'll be much more entertaining, bro.
Yeah.
Cause the coaching tree ain't really a coaching tree. Cause they become coordinators and fold up under people and then get these second and third and fourth opportunities. When you could have just left Bill O'Brien's stupid ass in the AFC South to stink it up for another 4 years, and then we can all be sure that he shouldn't be a head coach. Ever. Bitch, you a coordinator. You could never be so good at coordinating again that we let you be a head coach. We sure that's not for you. How many times a nigga gotta let a lion cub die before you stop letting that nigga watch the lions at the zoo? Once, and he fired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's $1 billion organization. You got this duckhead ass motherfucker running them into the ground. You got the best quarterback in this draft class. Like, the fact that Deshaun Watson don't have an AFC championship, let alone a Super Bowl, ridiculous. And the fact that the Texans owner can get mad and slander this man and ruin his whole image, bananas. I do like that he had to pay him his full salary to not play football, though.
Yeah.
This one got off the rails.
I let you cook. You was on the roll. We was rolling.
Yeah, this a crazy episode.
Nigga said this one got off the rail. That it did.
Did you get through the rest of the list reading the roster?
I did not. Let me go ahead and do that now. Jahan Dotson on the bench as a receiver. Jackson Smith and Jigba, third option in Seattle with our dog Geno Smith. I do have DK Met. The Cowboys do have DK Metcalf, and we got Geno Smith. We going all in on Seattle. Y'all see my background. It is Geno Smith. Yeah, I think Geno Smith got a great chance of winning the NFC. Not even kidding.
I'm very confused by ZSN. That name look like it's waiting to get a white person fired on TV.
ZSN.
JSN.
Oh, JSN, yeah. Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yeah.
He getting somebody fired.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody gonna draw that week 1 game. Somebody got that game on. They like and Jigba and Jigba and Jigba and Jigba. A lot of people just been pronouncing that in. They refuse to say Nigba because I think that's how
what
you.
Type
I think that's
of
how you
Nigba fumble on the 4-yard line, and then boom, they out of here. You feel me?
What type of Nigba? Yeah.
What type of Nigba is you?
I think they all just decided we're gonna call him Njigba.
Njigba, they put the jig on it. That J definitely silent. That bitch
it is 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Or
they added out of that main shit. Just added a goddamn vowel that ain't there because they don't know what to do with 2 consonants next to each other. Like, we don't do that in English. Yeah, y'all do, nigga.
Yeah, but I just realized, I'm all in on this Seattle offense this year. Zach Charbonnet is a second string running back. Kenneth Walker is a starter. He stay hurt, so I took a backup who is allegedly a beast. Treylon Burks is in Tennessee with DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's gonna have a whole lot better year than he had last year. We'll see how that offense cooked this year, and then we're gonna round that thing out with Geno Smith as our backup quarterback. I did want to take Juwan Johnson, the Saints tight end, so I may go grab him off of waivers, and I may drop Treylon. We'll see. I may end up dropping somebody and going and picking just so we got a backup tight end because I think we need at least 2 tight ends.
One thing that I think is pretty intriguing about this season is this the second chapter in Russell Wilson being the first player in modern history that we can remember playing his way out of the Hall of Fame. No scandals, no crazy stuff, no suspensions. He just sucks so much worse than he used to that people are turning their backs on him, and he ain't even hit his contract extension yet. For him to be the lamest quarterback in history, for him to potentially play his way out of being a Hall of Famer is going to lead to people no longer doing all of this anointing early on. So it's very interesting to see whether or not Mr. Participation Trophy Generation has a good year this year. So if Geno go off, it don't do nothing but support more that it was Pete Carroll and not Skeet Harold. You feel me? Yeah. Start calling that nigga Skeet Harold. Russell Wilson, now you Skeet Harold. You the love child of Pete Carroll and Richard Sherman, nigga. You feel me?
Some kids, man. Every time he have a new kid, like he been terrible ever since he became a father. And I'm not saying that. Hey, it's just the truth. Ever since, like, whenever that season, he's not been good since. He needed this grown on. Him being happy in his personal life translate to him being cheeks on the field. When he
works with that extremely hard to put on the image of someone who is happy in his personal life. We have no evidence as to that. What we do have evidence as to what the characteristics of his paramour was when he was successful, and what the characteristics of his paramour was when he has not been. That is something that is empirical. How bad do we want to win? You feel me? I said the same thing about Tiger.
But Tiger ain't never been on this side.
The reason I reference that is because then they can't say it's about race. But I did say the same thing about Tiger. If he get back to fucking hoes and slutting these bitches out, he'll get back to winning majors. Tiger drop a sex tape, I bet he win a Grand Slam, go 4 for 4.
Yeah, cleaning up his act don't help him. He got to be out
Not
here.
at all.
Street. He got to be out here.
Imagine. Look at how his life fell apart and then his subsequent golf game. Imagine how much more suspenseful those moments were in a Waffle House bathroom because it could destroy his life. Imagine how much more adrenaline was coursing through his veins than when he was trying to sink a putt on 18. Because it didn't affect shit. He still was going to make $100 million. Them moments meant nothing to him because of how crazy the rest of his life was. We think there's just some nerdy ass nigga golfing around and riding around that stupid ass Buick. Nah, he was out here slutting hole, popping pills, and going crazy with it. That golf shit was his side gig. Tiger was slutting the hole. That was his full-time job. Built $1 billion. Dicking down, goddamn backwater Betty Sue. You feel me? Regular ass, slow ass white bitches. Couldn't believe it. Resume not solid in the least bit. That nigga resume was made with Legos. You could just push that shit over.
The complete opposite of what Derek Jeter was doing.
Boy, that nigga was the skeets and not the jeets. You feel me? That nigga wasn't giving hoes gift bags on the way out. He was giving them hoes Cracker Barrel gift cards, and them hoes was litty off them shit. That's the clientele. That nigga Tiger was slaying Cracker Barrel clientele. Yeah, that's a damn shame. Them hoes ain't never had a vegan meal. That shit crazy, man.
That's also facts, bro. Like, none of them, that whole list. Like, I go watch them documentaries, COWmunity. Like, them, the ones that was coming forward to talk bad about him. It's like, man.
I'm saying.
You should be
they gonna sound fucked up.